everyone, what is going on? It is Noah from Broke Boy Comics here, and I am back from a very long break. I know it's been a very long time since I posted my last video, but honestly, life has just been very full recently. A lot of moving parts, a lot of new additions into my life of things I've been up to. So I've just been super busy. It does not mean I've stopped buying comics at all. I have a ton of piles that I have not done videos for that definitely could use them. I have a ton of footage that is sitting on my phone ready to get put into a video. So again, not a break from comic books at all whatsoever. I'm still in the hobby. I'm still very active on Instagram. I did take a little break from Instagram as well, but I have been more active on that recently as well. And now I'm back though. I am so excited to share with you this haul. It is kind of a mixed medium of comic books I've gotten in random places and as well as online. A big chunk of this haul I got from Threesixty Comics. I also have been cutting back on my claim sale spending recently as well, and I have liked buying in person a lot more than buying online. So I have been kind of cutting back on that. This haul, however, though, is great. This might be the best haul that I've shown on YouTube yet. And as well as I got a great upgrade to one of my favorite books in my collection. So I am super excited to show you guys that. So yeah, we are going to get into it. You know, a decent stack of books to show you guys. And I think you guys will be super happy with this. A lot of really cool books in this haul. And guys, I am telling you right now, you are going to want to stay to the end of this video because I am going to be definitely saving the best for last. And the very last one will be my big upgrade to the book in my collection. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss out on the awesome books I'm adding to the collection more towards the end of the haul. So please stay tuned. And you guys know the common YouTube drill. Like the video, subscribe if you want, and let's get into these awesome books I can't wait to show. Okay guys, and here we are ready to show off the comic books of this haul. And today's Funko Pop helper for my comic stand will be a new addition actually to my Funko Pop collection. I don't really buy Pops as much anymore, but I have been picking a few up recently because I'm going to have some signed at Rhode Island Comic Con. That is from November 1st to the 3rd. I will be going to that Friday and Sunday. I'll be there. So I am going to get a few things signed by the celebrities coming. It is mostly a celebrity show, not as much comic books. But anyways, one of my favorite actors and from my favorite TV show ever is Jon Bernthal, and he played Shane from The Walking Dead. So I picked this up recently off of eBay, and I'm going to have this signed by the actor. So super excited for that. If you guys follow my Instagram, I did make a specific post about this Funko Pop because I was so excited to get this because it is a rarer one. So it's a little bit more pricey. But anyways, let's get right into the books that we got. So these first handful of books I got from an antique shop nearby where I live. And I got all of these for $1, and this first one I thought was just going to be a great pickup just for $1. I don't think this will be staying in my collection, but it is something I have always looked at, and I'm happy to just own it for a bit and read it. So this one right here is the Green Arrow #1. This is from 1988, and this right here is, I believe, the first book in his first ongoing series. So super cool. I always loved this cover as well. I've always really liked this art style that it has on here. And yeah, for $1, I thought that was a great pickup for a Green Arrow #1. So very happy to find that in the antique shop that I went to. So very, very cool. And next books I got here are all Nightwing from the first volume, or should I say second volume, because technically his first volume was just a mini-series. But first one right here is Nightwing number 74. Not a key issue in any case, but again, you know, all of these books that I'm showing right now are all $1. So I thought these were great for a quick pickup. Some really nice Nightwing books. He's one of my favorite Bat members, so definitely a very cool handful of books to pick up just for $1. So there's 74. And next up, we have Nightwing number 77. Pretty cool cover right there with all of the, what looks like, I'm assuming, bad guys pointing their guns at Dick Grayson. And there we go. Just a cool cover for the Nightwing run. And next book we have up here is our first key of the haul, and this is honestly a book that I have been hunting for since I've been collecting, honestly, and I was so happy to find this book. I immediately saw it, grabbed it, and said, that one's mine. So this one right here is Nightwing number 93, and this book here is a key because this is the book where Nightwing, Dick Grayson, was actually sexually assaulted by Tarantula. It is also, that takes place after the death of Blockbuster, a villain to Nightwing. And I did break this open because I had to look at the story on the inside because this is such a monumental shifting point in Dick Grayson's character arc, his just, overall character building. So I definitely had to open this up and check it out. And man, what a story that was. Definitely very interesting. I believe Tarantula, she has the power to kind of paralyze someone with a touch. I believe that's how her powers work. So that is sort of how it happened if you guys have not read this issue. But this is such a great cover as well as a just very interesting key as well. It is just a, shifting point in his life that I have been looking to add into my Nightwing collection. So I am so happy to find this and add it into the collection. I also think it's kind of funny that the writer, his last name is Grayson as well. Just ironic and pretty cool. But yeah, guys, very happy to find that and add that into the collection. And continuing with just a few more Nightwing books, next one we have here is Nightwing number 121. And this one right here is a very black cover, so very cool to find that with basically 0 spine ticks on it, because as you guys may know, black covers are so notorious for spine ticks to show up on them. So very happy I immediately grabbed this one. And this is a Jock cover. Jock does some amazing artwork, and this was a cover by him, so I thought that was super cool. So definitely wanted to pick that up and add it into the Nightwing collection. But yeah, a super cool Jock cover in a Nightwing series with Nightwing right there. Super cool, guys. Very happy to add that. And this is not the last Nightwing book of the entire haul, but is the last book I grabbed at the antique shop I went to. So this one right here is Nightwing number 132. Just a super cool cover of him leaping off of a building. Not a key whatsoever. We do have Marv Wolfman named down there, which is super cool. And yeah, just another awesome cover from the run. Very good condition. All of these guys are pretty much nice in near mint plus. That's how I like my books. Basically, mid-80s and up, I am a spine tick snob, is what I started calling myself, because someone said something similar to that, and now I started using that term for myself because it just fits perfect. So, yeah, there we go. Nightwing number 132, just another great book to add. All right, and just these next two are two that I got from my local comic shop, Sarge's Comics. I did do a video of their basement that I went into. You guys can check that out right in the corner right there. But yeah, guys, I do go there, every once in a while. I do have a video that is going to come out from Batman Day because I needed to buy something for Batman Day. He's my favorite character. Come on. And I definitely went a little hard. So you guys will see that video at some point. And, I liked supporting my local comic shop. So I do still need to set up a pull list, but I digress. Anyways, this one right here is Batman number 519, a super cool cover with, I believe, oh shoot, I'm forgetting his name. I believe it is the Spider or Black Spider or Arachnid, something like that. I'm blanking on his name, honestly. But he's basically a villain version of Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, a very cool, I want to say this is Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones was on the run for a long time. And this looks like a Kelly Jones cover, just the way Batman's kind of ears are very long. So oh yeah, Jones is on the front. This has to be a Kelly Jones cover. But yeah, another crispy Batman book to add into my collection. I'm definitely filling up the entire run, so I'm going to be needing to add another long box to it soon because I am picking up so much Batman, as you guys already know, because I show all of them off. But there you guys go. Batman 519, not a key, but a cool cover. And next one here, again, not a key, just a super cool cover that I picked up from the local comic shop, right off the rack, actually, because this is a decently new book. This is Nightwing number 108. And if you guys checked out Josh's comics, when I sent him books for the community tag video, I sent him actually one of these books, and I picked up that one and this one actually at the same time because I saw this at a previous week that I was in my comic shop, and I love this cover, and for some reason I didn't pick it up that first time. So when I went later on to, you know, kind of scout out a few books I might want to send Josh, I picked this cover up right away. So very cool cover. I love Nightwing standing in the rain. So super cool. I do still need to read this run. Everyone is praising it, and I am just so behind on my reading. That is something else I kind of took a break from. Along with YouTube and Instagram, I did kind of stop reading a little bit. But anyways, very cool cover. Very happy to add it to my collection. And those are only two I got from Sarge's in this haul. All right, guys, and the entire rest of this haul of Raw Comics, hint, hint, for later on. But the entire rest of this haul of Raw Comics is from Threesixty Comics. I did get a pretty decent pile of him a long time ago. Again, because of my break, these piles of books that I've been waiting for videos have been sitting for pretty much my entire length of my break. So I got these a while ago, and he had a very nice $5 bin sale, and as well as some other great books that I picked up from him. Again, stay tuned to towards the end. I cannot wait to show you guys. But anyways, we're going to get into the $5 grabs that I got from Threesixty Comics. So first one here, this is the last Nightwing book of the haul. This is Nightwing number 1 from the new 52. And this one here is a key. It's the new Nightwing costume, as well as the first appearance of Seiko. I believe I'm saying that somewhat right. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But anyways, the first issue of the new 52 Nightwing, definitely wanted to have this. I am not 100% a fan of his red costume, I will say. I very much prefer his blue more than anything. But yeah, guys, super happy to add this into the collection for $5. A couple spine ticks on that. I may get that upgraded at some point, but just happy to have that into the collection. And next one here, I don't necessarily have these $5 books in any particular order, but this one here is Darth Vader number 5. Very awesome cover right there. As well as this is a key. This is the first appearance of, and I totally am probably going to butcher a few of these names. So this is the first appearance of Aeolin Astarte. Shoot. Definitely butchering some of these. Another one is Morty Astarte. God, this is really bad. The next one is Carbon, and finally Toulon Voidgazer. So the first appearance of 4 different characters in this book. But again, it's just a super cool cover right there. This is another series I need to read. I am collecting them because the covers are fantastic. Darth Vader is one of my favorite characters from Star Wars. And again, if you guys don't know, I am a huge Star Wars fan along with DC. I don't know which one I nerd out for the most. But as far as comic books, it is DC. But man, Star Wars has my heart and my soul. So I'm super happy to add more Star Wars books into my collection. And this one is going to be a great addition into my Darth Vader run. And next book here is another book I've been looking a decently long time for, and I just haven't come across it. This one here is Catwoman number 1. And this first issue was from her first miniseries of her own title. And yeah, and it's also the first appearance of Maggie Kyle, which is her sister, which didn't realize she had a sister until I write about this key issue. So that's another cool fact as well. But the reason I've been hunting this book for so long is because I bought issues 2 through 4, the entire rest of this miniseries from James from Mindhunter Comics a long time ago, when I was starting to collect, way before I made a YouTube channel, way before my Instagram. So I have been sitting on 3 through 4 for the longest time, and I've not been able to find issue number 1. until Joe came along with this book, and I am so happy I grabbed it so quickly. I did not care what condition it was in because I wanted to complete this miniseries, and I am super happy that I did, and now I cannot wait to read it. I am so excited to read this miniseries, and Catwoman is definitely one of my favorite female characters in the Bat family or Bat universe, you know, his rogues gallery. That and Poison Ivy are definitely my top two female characters. So again, super happy to have grabbed this. And, you know, again, I cannot wait to eventually, once I catch up in my reading, I will eventually read that miniseries. All right, next book here is a book that you have probably seen, I think at least like twice on my YouTube. If not, you've definitely already seen it once. But this book here is Batman Annual number 14. Just such an amazing Neil Adams cover with Two-Face on the front there. And it is, well as the origin of Two-Face. That's the key significance about this book. But man, this cover, I love this cover so much. And every single issue I've gotten, there has been some sort of not completely clear spine tick, but like dense, because it's such a thick book. It's very easy for it to get like almost dense in the side. So of course my OCD needs to get a better copy of this book, but I'm stopping at this because I've probably bought this book about 3 times already. But it is such a great book. It's such a great cover anyways. I honestly am totally fine spending the money. The other ones will go in my for sale box. Such a great book. Had to grab it, trying to get that nicest copy that I can, and I'm definitely stopping here. But again, great Neil Adams cover of Two-Face on there. All right, next book that I grabbed in for $5. This is a good one too. This is Batman number 417. This book here is the first appearance of the KG Beast, which he, from my understanding, is a Russian, not super soldier, but he's a beast. It's in his name. So he's absolutely insane. This entire run, I definitely want to read. It's Jim Starlin and Jim Aparo and Mike DiCarlo as well. 3 great names on a book, and I believe they did Batman for a decent amount of issues as well. So very happy to finally get this book in my collection. I've been waiting for the right time to get it because I'm that spine tick snob. Anytime I see books with spine ticks on them, it's a turnoff. Again, basically mid-80s and up, I don't like it. So definitely was waiting for the right time, but I grabbed this one for $5, had to get it. Another addition to my Batman 400 to 500 run that I'm working on, and I'm getting decently close. I am over halfway done with it, so I'm excited to get more and more into it, and I'm excited to share with you guys all the rest of the books I've been getting because I have been really working on it recently. I've been doing good, so definitely happy and very happy to add this awesome key into my collection. All right, and the next $5 book that I grabbed here is a pretty recognizable one. I do have a variant cover of this, but I did not have cover A. So this Batman number 50, I'm adding into the collection here. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious by the cover right there. This book here is the wedding of Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, Batman and Catwoman. But it is a bit of a spoiler alert. However, this book has been out for a decent amount of time, so anyone with any sort of comic knowledge of recent years should know that Batman was left at the altar of this book, which, God, I feel like they hyped this book up so much for just that to happen. It's like, what the heck? Like, these guys, they should be together. They should be like this. Bruce Wayne deserves his happiness. He's such a depressing-ass man, but I love him so much. But again, great book to add in the collection. I did not have this one again, cover A, which is a great cover as well. So very happy to add this one into the collection. Next book here is a variant cover of one of my favorite artists. I definitely have talked about him multiple times before. This book here is, and I do need to look down because I forget it doesn't have the issue cover on there. Amazing Spider-Man number 24. It is the Alex Ross Vulture Timeless variant. And I do actually really like the Timeless variants. However, after having this book sit in the pile and me looking at it every once in a while, because I now finally have a Timeless variant in my collection, this Vulture one definitely is not my favorite. There's definitely better ones out there. But Alex Ross is so good, so talented. This most likely isn't leaving my collection. This is such a cool cover. I don't plan on collecting all of the timeless variants just because I'm not that big of a Marvel fan. So a lot of the characters or villains I'm just not fans of. So I'm going to get the ones that I like. Honestly, I'm not going to look to complete this entire run of the timeless variants. If I did, God, what a, just another thing to spend my money on, and more space to take up in my collection. So there you guys go, though. Timeless variant of Alex Ross from Vulture, excuse me. And there you guys go. Super cool book to add in the collection. And the last book I got for $5, this is such a great cover. This is Daredevil number 200. And this is not a key, actually, but it is very cool cover with Bullseye down on the ground there. Definitely Daredevil is another run I'm slowly working on, almost like my Nightwing run. It's not one of the forefront focuses that I have. Obviously, again, Batman is my main focus. I'm definitely getting pretty much all of his issues. So he's my main focus. Everything else is a side piece. Batman's my main hoe. But anyways, such a great cover of this Daredevil book. Very happy to add that into my Daredevil collection and expand my Marvel collection as well. So very happy with that one. Next book here was from the same sale of the $5 books. However, this one got added in for free, actually, for me. Because most people know, as you can see from the back there and continuing on into this video later on, stay tuned, again, hint, hint. I love Mr. Freeze. He's my favorite Batman villain. He's definitely up there. For a while, he actually was Riddler, but Mr. Freeze has overcome that 100%. And I'm so happy to get another Mr. Freeze book in my collection. This is Batman White Knight Presents Von Freeze. And I feel like there's not a lot of Mr. Freeze books out there. I don't know what it is. I know he's in a lot of story arcs. He's kind of a side character. But I feel like because I'm such a big Mr. Freeze fan, I've tried to look for books of him online and, just through research and everything. I feel like he just doesn't have a ton of books. Obviously, the main villain that has the most books of Batman is the Joker. He is the #1 villain. Honestly, I'm going to get some, this is a hot take for sure. I think Joker is overused. I mean, don't get me wrong, Joker is one of the greatest villains of all time, but he's just not my biggest favorite. Although, again, Joker has, oh my God, Joker has great stories. People have done great things with the Joker. I just feel like we see too much of him. I feel like the comic book market and over, the decades of books that we've had, Joker is the most used character in Batman. I feel like, and this is coming from someone that hasn't read a ton of books, unfortunately. So everyone could just scream at me in the comments. But I feel like there's so many other Batman villains that could be more appreciated and more used and used new takes on, like Mr. Freeze. And this one, from what I understand, this book here is Mr. Freeze, I believe, grows up in like a Nazi world. I think this takes place definitely back in time. It is Black Label. I am definitely reading this one, but man, this book, is super cool. And I feel like him, I know Clayface had a decent story arc in the beginning of the Rebirth Detective Comics series, so I know he was kind of utilized a little bit more in that. But I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Joker is just one of those ones that he's just used so much, and I feel like, especially in the movies too, I feel like there's so many villains they have even touched on in movies of Batman, especially because that's DC's biggest name. It's DC's biggest character, and he just got a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. So, I mean, I feel like there's so much more they could do for Batman and his villains, and I feel like Mr. Freeze is one of them. Again, that is my hot take of the video. Sorry for ranting so much. I miss doing this YouTube. I haven't talked to the camera in a while, but anyways, you guys can scream at me in the comments, but there you guys go. Von Freeze, Like I said, I got this book for free, and I got this one from Spud Comics, Lexi. So shout out to her. Go check out her YouTube channel. She just started. She also has a great Instagram page as well. So definitely go check her out. This was free from her and Joe. It was kind of a combined thing by the end of the claim sale, but this is just a super cool cover. It's actually a variant cover by Klaus Janson. So again, I'm so happy to add this into my collection. Another Mr. Freeze, my favorite character. Another great book to add in the collection. And there's my hot take for the video. So there you guys go. All right, just a little bit of adjustment of the camera there. But next book we have here, we are now starting to get into the books that were not $5. These ones, obviously, these guys are worth a little bit more, so I paid a little bit more for them. But, you know, Joe gives out some good deals, so I'm definitely happy to add these into the collection. Next one here is a Marvel book, another Daredevil book. Super happy to add this. There you guys go. Daredevil number 145. A great cover with the owl on it. A villain that I don't know much about, but man, this cover is awesome. I love the Bronze Age. I know a lot of people know this if you follow my Instagram or just continuously watch my YouTube channel. The Bronze Age is my jam. So the artwork is phenomenal, and this one is included. This book here is the writer was Jerry Conway, big name, cover by Al Milgram, who did the pencils for the cover, and Dave Cockrum, who did the inks. I have been paying more attention now of artists and writers, so please be proud of me. I'm getting more names and recognizing people's artwork a little bit more now. But those are three big names attached to this book, and I believe they did a decent run on Daredevil for a while. So this is just an awesome book. Super happy to add this into the collection, and it is in great shape, fantastic shape. So I love that. So yeah, guys, a great Daredevil Bronze Age book to add into the collection. And actually, speaking on the Joker, next book we have here is Batman number 353. I just went on this whole rant of Joker, and now I'm showing off a Joker book. That's actually really funny. But this is a great Joker cover. Come on. Wow, I can't believe this is happening. Anyways, even though what I said from the Joker, again, I also said he is one of the greatest villains of all time, and I do love the Joker. I do really like the Joker. I can't lie. All things aside, he does have great books. He does have great stories, and he has great covers. He has great art. People have done so much with the Joker. He's such a fleshed out character now. So yeah, I mean, you know, great Joker cover. I'm a little more embarrassed actually now that I went on this whole Joker rant and then I'm showing off a Joker book. That's actually really funny. This book here though is a key. This is a book where Dick Grayson, the first Robin, stands in for Batman. The writer of this book was Jerry Conway, covered by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Very long name. But he did a great job on this cover. And Jerry Conway, look at that. 2 books right in a row written by him. So that is super cool. Batman in the 300s is another run from the Batman Volume 1 that I love. The 300s are great. Obviously, every Batman book in this Volume 1 is great because I love Batman. But anyways, such a great book to add in the collection. Great shape for this book. And I am very happy to be able to own it. At this point, you should probably just disregard my Joker rant because I have so much Joker books. It's not even funny. All right, guys. And those last 2 books are just the cherry on top for this entire feast of cake that we are about to indulge in right now. We are now diving into the Silver Age, and boy, do I have a decent amount of Silver Age for this video. I told you guys you were not going to be disappointed in this book here. Again, another Batman book. You know, what else can you expect from me? This one is Detective Comics number 372. And this book here was from 1968. It is a Neil Adams cover as well. Obviously, Neil Adams does some great work, and this one is definitely included in that. So very cool book to add in the collection. This one here is just one book before that one back there. One of my favorite books. Not a small hint whatsoever. Whoop. Excuse that. But anyways, a great book to add in the collection. This is also a pretty good shape as well. I believe this is around a 5, I believe. So this red absolutely pops. The fearsome foot fighters completely kicking Batman's ass. So this is super cool. Very happy to add this Detective Comics Silver Age book into my collection. And there you guys go. Just a tip of the iceberg of what we're about to get into. All right, and here it is. Probably my third favorite thing about this haul is the entire handful of books I'm about to show you. And for the people, you know who you are. For the people that were in this claim sale, completely peer pressured me to do this. I am not even going to lie to you. As you guys might know from past videos or from my Instagram, Nick Cardy is one of my favorite artists of all time. He has done such great work. I love his Teen Titans run, as well as all of pretty much most of the things he touches, I love. And this run is something that I've been eyeing for the longest time. It is DC, so obviously that has it going for it. And it's Nick Cardy. It is a character I do not collect much of, but now I just jump-started an entire run of this because of the peer pressure from this claim sale. Again, you know who you are, but I'm not mad at you because I'm very happy to add every single one of these into my collection. So we are going from the newest to oldest. Again, these are all pretty much Silver Age books, so they're all, you know, pretty old, but we're gonna go down in numbers, right? So we're gonna start with the highest issue number that I have, and then we're gonna go farther down. So starting off here, and these are all gonna be from the same run. This one right here is Aquaman number 50. This book here was from 1970. Great Nick Cardy cover. It is definitely a little bit yellow. It's not as white as some people may have copies of, really nice copies of. But this book too also have a backup story by Neil Adams of Deadman, as you can see in the bottom left there. It has an extra in this issue, Deadman Lives Again. So very cool. I do want to actually read this. I want to open it up and read that Deadman story in the back. But such a great Nick Cardy cover, and again, we started an Aquaman collection, guys. I got peer pressured into Aquaman. I'm definitely more interested of his volume 1, obviously because of Nick Cardy, because he's one of my favorite artists of all time. That's why I've been eyeing this series for so long, because I love pretty much all of the covers in this run, as well as Aquaman has some great issues in Adventure Comics. He also has some really good issues. Oh shoot, I'm forgetting the other series. I believe he has some in Brave and the Bold. But anyways, Aquaman is a very underrated character. Absolutely. I know a good Aquaman collector. Pretty much the only one that I've met who's a big Aquaman collector is Chris Briggs. So shout out to him. I have started my own Aquaman collection, and it's fantastic. I cannot wait to keep going down the issue numbers with you guys. So happy to start adding these Nick Cardy covers in there. I love my Nick Cardy. I love adding more of him in the collection. And again, we're still just at the tip of the iceberg. We're getting a little bit farther down, but we're just at the tip. And we're going to get a big jump from the last issue to this one. Big jump. The last issue was number 50. This next one here, Aquaman number 16. Man, oh god, Nick Cardy really does it with these covers, man. This is Aquaman, again, number 16. This is from 1964, so this one is 6 years older than last one. So god, he just does it for me, man. I don't know what it is. He just does such great work. I love Nick Cardy so much. God, I'm drooling over these books right now just looking at them again, because they have been sitting in a pile for a while, and I cannot wait to add them into my boxes of books. And there you guys go, Aquaman number 16. I love Mara on there too. I will say I didn't get like a Mara first appearance or second appearance. That's definitely, that would be a great book to add in my collection, but I didn't pick one of those up, but I definitely got some great Aquaman Silver Age books into the collection. So there we go. Number 16 for you guys. Absolutely fantastic cover of Aquaman turning himself into an alien. So very cool. It kind of hits the space alien vibe as well that some people like to collect. All right, next book here, not too far from the last one. This one is Aquaman number 15. So just a issue down from the last one. Another great Nick Cardy cover. This one again was from 1964. Man, this is Absolutely awesome. I believe it looks like, you know, they're trying to protect an underwater city, as you can read from the speech bubble on there. I do really like how in silver, and I believe it also did it in the Bronze Age a little bit less, but the text bubbles on the front of covers, they don't do that a lot anymore. And it definitely kind of adds a little bit more campiness to books. But again, such a great cover. Pretty much all of these books, I believe, are arranged from like a 4 to a 5, maybe a 5.5 is probably the best grade I have on one of these books. But definitely a great pocket of condition for these Silver Age books. All of these colors absolutely pop. I don't have really any of these that really they're not faded at all, so that's fantastic. Again, another great Aquaman cover add in the collection. I love the red trade dress on the top. Anyways, there you guys go. Another great Aquaman book to add into the newly started Aquaman collection. All right, another little jump down in issue numbers. And if you guys watched the Big Five Live by MON Comics that I was on, it was a live stream I was on probably about a month ago at this point, which is actually the last time I kind of appeared on YouTube. I showed this book off and I told everyone there was more to come. So actually, if you saw that live stream, you probably knew this was coming. But anyways, if you didn't, you're getting all this Aquaman content for the first time. But this book was on the live stream. I did put it in my top 5 books to show. This one here is Aquaman number 7. MON Comics himself, he loves big monsters. And that's kind of his jam. So that's why I picked this book to show to everyone. And man, this is, again, just a great Nick Cardy cover. Excuse the bar of light on the side of there. All of these are in Mylar. I finally started putting Silver Age book in Mylar bags. So that's why it's a little bit more glossy than they usually are. But man, again, such a great Nick Cardy cover. I absolutely love it. I actually don't mind this stamp that's on there. I have been noticing that a little bit more the more I look at Silver Age books. There's a lot of books that have that very similar stamp on there. If anyone actually knows what that stamp is, please put that down in the comments. I'm actually really interested on what that is. But normally I don't like stamps or anything on my books. Actually, a decent amount of these, if you notice, there was one that had a date stamp on it. The Detective Comics Silver Age book actually had writing at the bottom of it, if you guys caught that. It was someone's name, I think. But anyways, just another great book to add in the collection. Very, very cool spiked beast to cover right there that Aquaman is trying to catch with the net. And this book here was from 1963, so we're getting older. Obviously, single-digit Aquaman book. And I have 2 more. I have 2 more I'm showing you guys, and we're going down in numbers right now. So again, I told you guys, this video was not to be slept on. I got some great books in this haul. So there you guys go. Issue number 7, Aquaman. Great, fantastic Nick Cardy cover. All right, and next book we have here, again, going down in issue numbers. These next ones, they're not going down by much, but again, we're in the single digits. So this one here is Aquaman number 6. Again, Nick Cardy cover. He pretty much did all of the covers of this run. So that is why I believe I may be collecting this entire run. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I am loving all of these books in my collection right now. So this Aquaman number 6, a very cool book. They are fighting Quisps, which I'm not 100% sure what those are. I believe they look like little water imps. But this book here was from 1962, so we got down another year. And I actually really love Aqualad's little sayings. It was almost like Robin with his holy, whatever Batman. Aqualad here is saying suffering swordfish. Just a funny little campy Silver Age thing of this book, and as well as the other ones. But the colors of these books just absolutely pop. It's insane. The camera does not do these justice on just how bright these books are. You guys might be able to tell, but man, in person, these books look so freaking good. I'm loving every single one of these. I'm so happy to kind of have jump-started this Aquaman collection because, again, Nick Hardy. You guys have probably heard his name probably 20 times at this point. But anyways, this is another great book. Very happy to add this in the collection. And we have one more Aquaman book to show. This is the second to last one. So there you guys go. Another great book. All right, next book we have here is honestly probably my favorite cover of all of these Aquaman books. It is also, I think, one of my lower grade ones, so I may or may not be upgrading this at some point. It does have some staining around the edges, but anyways, let me stop teasing you guys with probably my favorite cover that I picked up of this Aquaman series. Aquaman number 5. This is now the earliest book I have, again from 1962, Nick Hardy cover. Again, yeah, as you can see, it does have some staining up there, as well as kind of down in the corner right there. I don't know if you guys can tell from the camera, but anyways, God, this cover is so sick. Great guppies, as Aqualad is saying right now. This evil sorcerer is putting a spell over these killer whales, and they're coming for us now. I basically just repeated what Aqualad just said in the text bubble if you didn't notice, but God, this is such a cool cover with the killer whales on there jumping towards Aquaman and Aqualad with the evil sorcerer putting a spell on them in the background. God, this is such a sick cover. Definitely my favorite out of pretty much all of these that I picked up. All of them are great in their own right, especially number 7 with the big spiked monster on there. That one was a cool one. Even if you're not an Aquaman collector, you gotta admit these covers are pretty sick. You gotta admit it. So this cover is so cool. Nick Hardy, this is why he's one of my favorite artists. He just has done some fantastic Silver Age work, and I am definitely going to continue to collect his art. So there you guys go. My, I believe 6 Aquaman books that I grabbed for my new Aquaman collection, Silver Age collection. So very cool. Again, peer pressured the heck into doing this, but I am not mad about it whatsoever. Joe gave me a decent deal on all of these Aquaman books, so I am super happy about that. And to be adding this awesome start of this small collection into my overall collection, this is so cool. I love the purple faded background on this cover as well. It's very nice with the yellow trade dress. So there you guys go. The Silver Age Aquaman collection I just started. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, if you guys are an Aquaman fan or not. I know there's not a ton of us out there, but I'm definitely a small Aquaman fan. He's definitely underrated. Very campy in the beginning, as most Silver Age stories were, but definitely underrated until the Jason Momoa first movie, which I very enjoyed. Haven't seen the second one yet. I'm going to, but there you guys go. Great start to an Aquaman collection right there. And you thought I was ending with that. This is the last big bang to the Raw books that I picked up. This book, I did not think I was owning this book this early on into my collecting career. This is basically the biggest book out of the Batman 400s. So you might be able to guess what it is just from me saying that. It is a classic cover, unfinished, which is something that bugs me, but here you guys go. This is definitely the cream of the crop of the Raw books that I picked up from my collection, and I am so happy to add this. This one here is Batman 423. Look at that. I am so happy to finally have this book. Joe gave me a decent deal on this. I believe I got this for $150, I believe, which isn't a bad deal at all. And this book here is, I believe, a 9.0 to a 9.2, if not a 9.2 to a 9.4. Only like 2 noticeable spine ticks, very, very minuscule ones going all the way up, but they're not color breaking. And this cover, again, is classic Todd McFarlane. This cover, though, I have gripes about it. One of that being because it is unfinished. If you guys didn't know, Todd McFarlane did not finish the cover of this book. I forget the main reason why, but the moon back here, it is unfinished right there. You can even see the line where the moon is supposed to be going. It is not filled in yellow right there. As well as right next to Batman's head, there's a white spot right there, again, where the moon should be yellow. Ever since I learned about those 2 spots, I have not been able to unsee them. And I know how big of a book this is in like slabbed. It's a decently expensive book in high grade. And I'm just not interested in having this slabbed, honestly. It is not a big key, at least in my eyes. It is just an iconic Todd McFarlane cover. And another hot take, a second hot take to this video. I don't, Todd McFarlane is not an artist I'm a huge fan of. He does have some great covers, I will give him that. He does do some great artwork. He's just not one of my top artists for me. That could be, you know, the next guy over for me, though, could be a huge Todd McFarlane fan. Again, he's just not one of my favorite artists, just saying that. But this is a great cover. Besides the two unfinished spots, this is a great cover. So, very happy to add this into the collection. Again, this was the biggest book from the 400 to 500 run of Batman that I'm working on. So I just knocked that out of the way. So that is awesome. I am so happy to add this book. Thank you again, Joe, for letting me grab this. I guess not letting me. He was going to let anyone grab it, whoever claimed it first. But for giving me a deal on this, very happy to finally own this book. And I did also put this one in Mylar as well because it is a decent, you know, it is a decent book. But again, you know, not fully interested in getting it slabbed. If you guys have a different opinion on that, if you guys think I should get it slabbed, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I will eventually get it slabbed, but as of right now, I don't really, that's not a priority for me right now, but there you guys go. Probably not one of, I mean, it is one of the best Batman books in my collection because it's Batman 423. It's a very recognizable cover, very popular with everyone pretty much. So again, and it's a first print, guys. If you didn't know, that Batman head, it is a first print. So it's not a reprint or anything. This is first print Batman 423, September 1988. Jim Starlin, Dave Cockrum, and Mike DiCarlo, those three names again, back from the first KG Beast. This was around the same time. There was only 6 issues apart from each other, so they did do a small run on Batman. But again, I am very, very happy to add this in the collection, and I'm happy to finally be able to share it with all you guys. I've been sitting on this haul for the longest time, so I'm so happy to finally get this out there and to be able to share this with you guys. And there you go. That is my entire Raw comic that I picked up. And now let's switch back to looking at my face, and I will show you guys the upgrade book that I got, so stay tuned. And there you guys have it. As you can see, like I said in the beginning of this video, this is probably one of the best hauls that I've shown on YouTube. Obviously, because I'm just going to reach down on here just right off the bat. Boom, like Batman 423. Aquaman number 5, like really single-digit early Aquaman Silver Age. Such great books I'm adding into my collection. I am so happy about all of these. Thank you again, Joe, for your awesome claim sales, as well as Spud Comics as well for the free book you got in there. So thank you guys very much. But again, that is not it. If you guys have been paying attention, I've been dropping major hints throughout the video of the last book, my big upgrade. So you guys should probably know what it is. If you don't already know already, I have shared it with some people. But that upgrade is to one of my wall books, and it's that one right there. So I'm going to pick it up off the wall so I can talk about it a little bit. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right. So this book here is, if you guys have not heard me talk about it, I have talked about it again on MON Comics Big 5 Live. If you haven't checked out that live stream, you can go check that out. I'll put the link in the thing in the corner there so you guys can check that out. That was a great show with some awesome people. No Good Comics, Tessa is a nerd, and Cliff does comics, or Cliff NY. Great people to talk with, and MON Comics put us on a good show. He's also a great guy. Happy to have met him at Terrificon. But anyways, I did talk about this book on that live stream, and like I said, this is one of my favorite books in my entire collection, and I'll tell you why. So, obviously, like I've said multiple times, Mr. Freeze is my favorite character. I am not getting his first appearance anytime soon. I am shooting for his kind of what's the word I'm looking for? prototype. I'm shooting to get his prototype, which is actually Black Hawk number 117. That's a super cool book. It is Mr. Freeze in the name. He has pretty much the same powers. He has his cold gun. And it's against Black Hawk. It's DC. And it does come out before his first appearance in Batman 151, I believe is the book, if I'm not mistaken. But this is probably the next closest book besides this prototype that I'm going to get to his first appearance. This one here is, again, Detective Comics 737. 373. This book is from 1968. It is a Garner Fox story. Wow, big lighting right there. Excuse me. Chick Stone, Gil Kane, and Sid Green art, and this is a Nerv Novak cover. Irv Novak has also done some pretty great covers over the years. Obviously in the Silver Age is when he was doing covers. So he's done some good work. I absolutely love this cover of Mr. Freeze kicking Batman off of a building when he's frozen. Because I only have this book slabbed, I did actually read it online, one of the few comics I've read online. And does have a very cool Mr. Freeze story in it. Obviously, Silver Age is very campy. So when you read the stories, that's what you should expect. But I enjoyed the story a lot with Mr. Freeze. He also has a hybrid heat gun as well, which is interesting, which I believe is what that kind of, if you guys can see that, the red knots right there. Or the prong, whatever that is. I believe that's what that is. But again, a great story in there, and it has a fantastic backup story with Elongated Man and the Riddler. The Riddler, like I just was saying earlier, is another one of my favorite villains, so very cool to read a Silver Age story with him in there as well. Other cool things about this book came out 9 years after his first appearance, and in his first appearance, if you guys didn't know, he was actually called Mr. Zero. He actually wasn't even called Mr. Freeze yet. This iteration of the character, not necessarily his prototype, but Mr. Zero. He changed his name to Mr. Freeze. He said it in this book that he was called Mr. Zero before, so it is the same character. And again, this came out almost a decade after his first appearance, which I think is so cool. And yeah, just a great book. Great book. I have it here in a 6.0 off-white pages, which is a great grade for a Silver Age book, especially a key. This is not a insanely expensive book whatsoever, so if you guys are Mr. Freeze fans and are looking for a big Mr. Freeze key, obviously not everyone can afford his first appearance. I know I can't because I'm broke all the time. But his second appearance is a great book. Again, one of my favorite books in my collection. I can go on and on, but let's get into my upgrade. So as you can see, this one here is the 6.0 off-white pages, and my upgrade, and I think it's a decent upgrade. That's why I call it a big upgrade for Silver Age, is a 7.5 white pages. Come on, let's put the 6.0 down. We don't care about that one anymore. 7.5 white pages. Come on. Such a great book. You can see my phone in the reflection right there. But that is a great, I think, great grade for Silver Age. For any big key, anything in that grade range, you know, even just past a 7 is insanely expensive, depending on the book, obviously. But, you know, 7.5 white pages, especially the white pages too, is insane to me. I grabbed this book off of my comic shop. I grabbed it straight from it was a consignment item, I'm pretty sure. So I grabbed it right off of online. I didn't grab it from Joe. The first one I did, the first 6.0, I grabbed that one from Threesixty Comics. But I was looking to upgrade it. This one was a decently priced book, so I grabbed it. After everything, shipping and taxes, I believe it came out to $255. I'm not 100% sure what they're going for right now, but that is what I paid for this book. I don't normally share what I pay for books, but you know, I'll share it with this one. I love this book so much. And again, $255 is not it's not an insane price for a book. There are books obviously in the thousands. So this is a decently, you know, affordable key if you're like an intermediate comic collector. and if you're a Mr. Freeze fan. So this is a great book. Raw too. Raw, it is not crazy expensive at all. I believe Raw, it's like under $100. So very obtainable book if you can find it. I feel like you don't find it as much, but I'm so happy about this book. This is going on the wall. This is replacing it on the wall. And that's beautiful right there. That is so beautiful. I've been sitting on this pile for so long. I've been waiting for this video to be able to finally add this into my wall. So there you guys, my 7.5 white pages of Detective Comics 373. Upgrade to the wall. Let's go, guys. That is awesome. I am so happy to finally be able to share this. There you guys go. That's my entire haul. Big upgrade to the collection, as well as a big pile. That's all the comics I showed off to you guys. So I had a decently big pile to show you, and some very big books with it as well. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite book was. We had some great books in this haul, so let me know which one was your favorite. And oh shit. Sorry, all my books started falling face down. That was kind of scary. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, drop a like on your way out. Subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to put too much pressure on it. But I will say, I do have some plans coming up. I have some plans. I know I am getting up there kind of in subscribers and Instagram followers, and I have not done something yet that a lot of people tend to do when they're getting up there in followers. So stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. So anyways, guys, again, thank you for stopping by and watching the video. I appreciate all your support, and I will see you in the next one out there. And this stuff makes me happy. This hobby makes me so happy. Again, thank you to all you guys, and I will gladly go broke any day of the week to stay in this hobby, you know, spend all my time with you guys. So guys, I'd say stay broke if it makes you happy. So there you guys go. I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.